Really good game to kick us off post All-Star break. As Mac McClung rings the inaugural bell, it's Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers taking on Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. First quarter wasn't about Ja nor Embiid. It was about Desmond Bane of the Grizzlies. Bane lining them up and knocking them down. Memphis already up 13 as Bane goes coast to coast to close out quarter number one. How about 18 points for Bane? Memphis up big early. They lead by as many as 17. Look at the block from Jaren Jackson on Embiid. It's Brandon Clark to Roddy for the throwdown. Defense leading the offense for the Grizzlies. Jackson made a play on defense. Now he's making a unreal play on offense to beat the first half buzzer. It's Jackson just flinging it and scoring. More defense from Memphis in the third quarter. Morant with the steal. Who's stopping that? Grizzlies still holding on to a double-digit lead. How about Morant, the no-look pass to Santi Aldama, who kinda dunks it down. Memphis up by 9, midway through the fourth. Here comes Harden and the Sixers. Tobias Harris and the bearded one knock down threes, and just like that, the Sixers are down a point. Memphis still clinging to some momentum. How about Bane? No. Jaren Jackson, yes, on the left-handed putback jam. Memphis up 104-100. It's Harden, the three. He had a game-high 31 points. Memphis trying to extend their lead that's starting to dwindle down. Joel Embiid with the man block on Morant. Other end, it's Harris giving the Sixers their first lead since 7-6. They're up a point. Morant's gonna miss. Look at the hustle from Harden. The dish to Embiid. The Sixers are up by 3. They're all pumped up in Philadelphia. Last chance for the Grizzlies. Bane, your best shooter, gets a couple of good looks. Neither fall. How about the hustle from DB? Inner corner to Jackson, who gets a look. It's no good. And the Sixers in this game on a 10-1 run to complete the comeback. They beat the Grizzlies 110-105. Ja Morant is jumping in the air, but he doesn't know what he want to do with the basketball before he gets in the air. He's just jumping and hopelessly trying to figure it out. Now, he's one of the greatest athletes we've seen in quite some time, so oftentimes he does figure it out. But against the Philadelphia 76ers, he didn't. They got a great defensive anchor in Joel Embiid, who said, no, you're not going to do that on me. You're going to work for everything you get. You're going to have to shoot around me. You're not going over me. Okay? That's not how this is going to work. So Embiid said no to Ja Morant, and all these like just random jumps where it feels like he's leaving the ground not knowing what he wants to do. That's the difference between Ja and Derrick Rose to me. That's somebody that Ja's been compared to a lot. Phenomenal player. Derrick Rose knew what he was going to do with the basketball before he left the ground to me. When I look at Ja Morant, he's so great. He's such a great athlete. He just jumps. Late when nothing else is falling, when he's not confident and, having the utmost confidence in that jump shot, he's just getting in the air and just figuring it out while he's up there. Again, an athlete like that can figure it out sometimes, but that's not going to work in the playoffs. Right now, I don't see the Memphis Grizzlies getting past the second round. If they're the 2 seed, depending on who they match up with, depending on who is at the bottom of that play-in, if it's the Warriors or the Lakers, Memphis is in trouble, by the way, especially the Warriors. If it's somebody else, if it's like, we'll see, Utah or Portland, Memphis should be fine in the first round. I wouldn't pick them to win anything further than that. They'll be one and done again because they don't have half-court offense. They might have to address that in the offseason. You can't rely on Dylan Brooks at all. Desmond Bane goes up and down. When he's good, he's great, right? When he's not, he's not. And you can see his frustration on the court oftentimes when he doesn't get the ball, when he had it, has it rolling in the first half of games. He was phenomenal in the first half of that game, first quarter. He didn't get enough shots in the second half. Too much hopeless basketball. All-star Jaren Jackson's got to be able to help win a game like that, right? You got to put that game away. Memphis is going to fool around and fall to 3 or 4. And if you get to about 3 or 4, you talking about the Clippers. Somewhere in there, the Clippers going to be. Nobody wants the Clippers in the first round. Russell Westbrook or not, you do not want to play them in the first round. Leave them alone, all right? Memphis continues to struggle in the fourth. Good win for Philadelphia, by the way. Really good win for the Sixers. A game that they maybe wouldn't have won a couple years ago, maybe not even last year. They're starting to click at the right time.